Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Baseball Reference Deep Dives with Zany Baseball. It's been a long time. Uh-oh, what's going on? Ad block doesn't like me anymore. It stopped working like several months ago, so it's worthless. I don't even know why they keep asking me to do stuff. But anyway, as always on this series, we take a look at Baseball Reference. We type in the word random in the search bar, and the most beautiful website on the internet gives us a random website as far as Baseball Reference goes. We might get a player, we might get a game, we might get a team, we might get the defensive metrics of some random team in some random era. You don't know what we're going to get, but this is a learning opportunity for all of us. So as we've always done, we're going to type in random, hit enter, and see what we get. Ooh. Well, this might be a short episode. Look at this. Bill Burwell, a manager. 1-0. One game ever. He was a Pirates manager. I am a Pirates fan. 1974. What happened this season? Look at that Pirates logo. That is something. That's kind of sick, actually. I don't know if I've ever even seen that. So the Pirates had a pretty bad year this year, per most years that they've existed. Ralph Kiner was on this team. Okay. That's interesting. Hank Greenberg. Who else of note? Not a lot else. Ralph Kiner led the league in WAR this year and did not even win MVP. So this was one game of the 1947 Pirates that our guy Bill Burwell managed. Interesting. Can I figure out which game he managed? He won the game. No, nothing down there. Hang on, let's look at this again. See if we can get the go with the schedule. Okay, so Billy Herman, he managed pretty much all of these games. Wonder if it was the final game. Final game of the season? They won. Let's take a look at this. Is it going to tell me who the managers were? I don't know. Does it do that? We're going deep into the Baseball Reference archives. I've never gotten a manager doing this before. Tiny Bonham threw a complete game shutout against the Reds in this game. Does it tell me who the managers were? I'm not seeing it. Huh. The Pirates won this game. So it makes sense because, yes, the one win, he won one game. Billy Herman. What is this? Does it tell me? I'm trying to find out when they were managed. Roster, uniforms. I apologize for maybe this not being super educational right now, but it's kind of me trying to just figure out what's going on. I would assume that it would be. Because if he came in middle of the season, I think if there was an interim manager, which I don't know if that's ever even happened, where, like, say Billy Herman managed 50 games, Burwell managed 12, and then Herman came back. I don't know if that's ever happened before. I mean, we kind of got a situation with Ron Washington with the Angels in 2025, but he never came back. Interesting. So our guy, Bill Burwell, Kansas State University, Kansas guy. He was a player, so why don't we just take a look at his player stats as well while we're at it? So he was a pitcher. Makes a lot of sense. If that was indeed the game that he managed, Mr. Tiny Bonham complete game shutout. Makes a lot of sense. The pitcher whisperer. Interesting career. He's played with the St. Louis Browns, I believe, is this team. Yes. Okay. St. Louis Browns. So he was with them for 2 seasons. Very good rookie campaign at age 25. 30 strikeouts in 113 innings. This was the age of contact. Or was it? I guess the 20s. I don't know. That's kind of interesting. I mean, not a strikeout guy. So he was just kind of serving it up there. He finished... Okay, so this guy was a reliever, a rare reliever. There were not many relievers in this era, I don't think. But he finished a bunch of games. 4 saves, which I don't even know when saves became a stat. Does this tell me? No, that's not what I wanted. Let me reset this and get it back to where it was. So he did save a couple of games, which is interesting. That is not always very common in this era of baseball. He walked more batters than he struck out, interestingly. Gave up a bunch of hits, as you would expect. And then he pitched in 4 games for the Pirates in 1928, a long time off. He won 1 game. See a little bit more about his debut. So he debuted on May 1st, 1920 against the White Sox. Let's check out this game, see if there's anything specific. So he came in, I guess he ended the game. So he came in to end the game. Let's see who he got out. Let's see if there was anybody specific. Happy Felsch, Ted Jordan, Swede Reisberg, and Ray Schalk. None of which I am familiar with. So he walked 1 guy. He didn't strike anybody out. Let's see if we can find his first strikeout. I don't know if that's possible. Yeah, we can look at the game logs, actually. So that was his first game, May 1st, 1920. So literally 105 years ago. That's unreal. So he did strike out some batters this season. Let's see if we can find some game logs from then. See who his first strikeout was. Maybe if it was a Hall of Famer. What if it was a Hall of Famer? You never know. That's why we do this type of stuff. So his first strikeout didn't come until, what's that, 2 2/3, 3 2/3. Came in his 4th outing. A week later against the Detroit Tigers. Looks like he finished this game as well. 1 1/3. So he came in the 7th, looks like. Where am I at here? Bill Burwell. Ooh, greeted to some runs. Those were not his runs, though. Double, walks the bases loaded, gives up a 2-run single, and then a sac fly. And then his first strikeout came against this guy, Hooks Douse, who was the opposing pitcher. Okay. Ty Cobb was in this game, and he got him to line out. All right, that's pretty good. Let's go. Wonder what Ty Cobb hit this season. It's 1920. I got to imagine he was probably around that 400 mark. Ooh, 215. What's going on? 1920. Started bad, but I guess, is this like the worst year of his career? Yeah, kinda. Wow. So 1920 was pretty much the worst year of Ty Cobb's career. Because he followed it up being a heck of a lot better. I mean, this is his worst OPS by a wide margin. Outside of, like, yeah, his last year, which he didn't even play the full season. Interesting. Okay, so a little bit of trivia that we learned today. The worst year of Ty Cobb's career came just randomly in 1920. He started bad, and he really didn't. Well, again, for Ty Cobb standards, he didn't get much better. Intriguing. Very intriguing. So Hooks Douse was the guy that he struck out. And at this point, he had not recorded a hit. All right. So let's see about some other of these games here. A lot of hits in this game. 3 runs on 5 hits in just a third of an inning in his second appearance, so that was not great. But, I mean, okay, so is this in relief? Yeah, he did start this one. So he did start a handful of games. Is this his first start? Game start. Yeah, this is his first start. Not exceptional, but yeah, it's not great. Not a great start against the White Sox. He didn't start another game until here. This is a little bit better. 5 innings. Gave up 2 earned, 3 total. I think that was his only other start of this season. But he finished pretty good with a very respectable 3.79 ERA. Long guy. Long guy. Blew a save here, not great. Blown save. Oh, this was an extra inning contest. They gave him a blown save for that? That's wild. He went from the 8th inning on. Oh, okay. Wait a second. Okay, I want to look at this. So did he blow the save in this? No, he didn't. Really? Oh, maybe he did. Yeah, he blew the... Well, no. So he goes 7. And at this point, they're up. So I guess the way that they mapped it, they said that he blew the save because he gave up this run in the 8th. And I guess he got the loss after giving up one more run. Interesting. I would understand them giving him the loss, but not a blown save there. That's intriguing. You never know with these really old games. It's kind of the depths of the archives. Okay. So then this season he was not nearly as good. Finished a lot of games. 5.12 ERA, and then just 4 games with the Pirates in 1928. What was their record in 28? It was decent. I remember, like, 20s, the Pirates were okay, I think. Pie Trainer, Paul Wainer. That's the thing, man. The Pirates have never, ever had good pitchers. Like, it's astounding how historically terrible Pirates pitchers have been over the course of time. For a team that has existed for as long as they have. Like, they don't really have any marquee pitchers. Like, until Paul Skeens wins Cy Young in this offseason, their last Cy Young winner was Doug Drabick in the 90s. Okay. So his final season started good. This was his first time pitching in 7 years. 4 innings. Gave up just a hit. 2 walks. Scoreless outing. Nice. Started this game against the Reds. Oop, hopefully you didn't hear that. Did not pitch very well in this one, but they did win. Pirates won. Comes in this one for 4 innings. Not good. And then not good here for his final outing. He did have 1 strikeout in this game, so we'll see who that was. 4 1/3, 3 runs. He gave up 2 homers. Ooh, let's see who the home runs were against. Maybe they were late. He did not get the loss in this game. Where'd the play-by-play go? There's no play-by-play for this game? Uh-oh. No way. Oh, you're withholding information. In some cases, the results from play-by-play data will contradict results. What, so you're just not going to give me any play-by-play? Come on. Well, who hit homers in this game? Because we know he gave them up. We know he gave up 2 homers. Frankie Frisch and Jim Bottomley. So Burwell. So the Cardinals were winning this one pretty handily. He came in relief. Did not do much better than Johnny Miljuice. Okay. That's so funny that they've got the umpires for these games, too. I mean, I guess they would have to, but that's just shocking to me how they have that information. All right. Well, I guess we won't figure out who his last strikeout was against. That kind of stinks. Pirates make the playoffs this year? I don't think I saw that. That was not the case. Okay. So Kansas State, obviously a Power 5 school in today's age. Kansas State University baseball players. So they've got... So he was the first one to come out of Kansas State, unless there was a hitter. Okay, a hitter came out just before. Gil Britton in 1913. 12 at-bats, no hits. All right. So then since then, see if there's any other guys. So I know... Oh, Craig Wilson, Pirate. Craig Wilson. I know who Evan Marshall is, Cubs reliever for a while. Nick Martini, Reds reliever. Will Brennan. The Red? Yeah. Jordan Wicks. National? No, Cub. Okay, I'm not super familiar with him. And then the new one, Seymour, Carson Seymour. He is a Ray. He's on the Rays, I think. Where'd he go? Carson Seymour. No, Giants. There's another Seymour on the Rays. Yeah, I remember that. Okay. So I guess less players out of Kansas State than maybe I thought, because, I mean, this is over the course of like 100 years, essentially. Burwell, 3 years in the MLB. The longest tenured guy is this guy, Ted Power. He was not great. What? Is he a pitcher? He had to be a pitcher. Yeah, he was a pitcher. Okay. All right. So Bill Burwell, our guy, manager of 1 game, had a short MLB career. Actually, how did he hit? Let's see how he hit. Did he ever get an at-bat? Oh, he had a couple of bats. He actually didn't hit too bad. Hold on. We got to look at the hitter logs. This is why we do these deep dives. We got to figure out who did what in the grand scheme of baseball history. Okay, so his first hit was a double in this game against the Washington Senators, I would assume. Or they were the Nationals, okay. So out of the bullpen, he comes in, he gets a hit. Who is it against? Oh, they got the game. They got the play-by-play for this game. Okay. Let's see. Bill Burwell replaces lefty Liefeld. Comes in and immediately off the bench hits a double off of Jim Shaw and then comes around to score, cutting the lead to 12-6. All right. A double. So his first career hit was a double, and it looked like he had a couple of doubles over the course of his career. That's cool. Hitting. Okay, where are we at? There we are. So this is his first career hit. And another one here. He never had any homers. Did have one ribby, though. That was in a blowout win. That's fun. Sick. Bill Burwell. Pirates manager for one game, officially a 1,000 win percentage. How about that? Bill Burwell, folks. Well, that was a fun little episode. It's been a long time coming. I've been wanting to do another one of these baseball reference deep dives. I didn't have my computer charger for this specific computer for a while. I left it at my grandmother's house, and I was only able to get over there about a week ago and get it back. I have another computer, but I was unable to get this computer, which is where I record all these videos on. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and perhaps consider subscribing to get more baseball reference deep dives. I'll throw this in a playlist. There's several already up from very much earlier this calendar year, and I think I'll be able to do some more of these over the course of this winter while I'm in the off season. But as far as things go, I'm Zany Baseball. Thanks for watching this baseball reference deep dive, and we'll see you in the next one.